All right, let's start off with number 11, Tunis Harbor for 2142. Tunis Harbor is a infantry focused map. It was kind of a horseshoe type map. It's kind of similar to what we have for Merita, actually. As you can see, it was kind of like set in the desert area, but more futuristic, you know, kind of, how do I say, cargo bay kind of thing. And it flowed really well. There's a lot of good choke points and ways to get around, either via the middle ditch area that you can go all the way around. I think there's some water on this map too, which is pretty good. Lots of verticality. Snipers can go up top on those scaffoldings there. As you can see in the past Refractor Engine games, the Distant Haze was one of the biggest issues. So yeah, Tunis Harbor, great for infantry, great for holding corners and whatnot. I don't know if this guy is playing. Yeah, I think he's playing with real players here. But yeah, sure, this game is old school and whatnot, but it made for a really great map. Tunis Harbor, always a map I looked forward to in any RSP rotation. Okay, so that was Tunis Harbor. I mean, this is kind of like an overlook here, I think. Yeah, these little fucking... Oh, man. So this is what it looked like. Oh, shoot. What the heck? Come on now. What the heck? I just had the map on there. Oh, here. Oh, God. It's so fast. Okay, here we go. So a little horseshoe. Yeah, there is some water here. I forgot. So yeah, the junkyard, the docks. You can always take some vehicles. And a lot of people, what they used to do is take them to this corner here and kind of swim their way across to either backcap the junkyard or the other docks in the back. But yeah, it had a good flow. A lot of people, a lot of competition games were played on this map. Infantry focused, and there's just a lot of routes using cover for buildings and then making your way onto this helicopter area. That's where a helicopter would spawn. And these two like barrels over here by the power station would explode, I believe. I think I remember. So they're pretty cool. What's up, guys? This is Zero. What's up? Couldn't play Battlefield all day. I heard about the PS4 servers, man. EA is blowing it right now. But yeah, this map is just one of those classic 2142 infantry focus maps. Great stuff. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Number 12 is called Verdun. Verdun is a extremely large 2142 map, and it involved a lot of World War II type things in there. Remember the hover tanks in 2142? Verdun had an excellent flow to it. It's a massive map, good for Titan mode, and just all around good big ass map. Doesn't this look familiar? Doesn't that look familiar? Look at the map one more time here. What does that look like? What does that look like? BF5 wise. Huh? And it's like, Julian, what are you doing? Like, Verdun looks like Panzerstorm. Does it not? It looks exactly like Panzerstorm. Aha! Yes, but this map has a humongous city area, and on top, there's also a giant wall border that's going across here with tons of verticality and places to hide, which Panzerstorm completely lacks anything interesting at any flag. The gimme flags are pretty interesting with a lot of hill coverage and buildings. Obviously the tanks and the little vehicles, you can get around quite easily. But yeah, this is what Titan mode was like. You had to capture all these missile silos, which are basically flags. So yeah, this is a good fucking map. It ain't no goddamn Panzerstorm, I'll tell you that much. It had a lot going for it. Let's see if you can make it down to the second tow missile area. And maybe you can see the... Oh, baby. Dude, the hover tanks were a pain in my ass. 6 people per squad, by the way. And you can rename your squads, I believe. And there's a commander. I think he's going to go up against this tank. There's the broken down wall I was talking about. There's also walkers all over the place. Oh, he's in trouble. But if you wanted to go for infantry and make it to the second flag over there, it was actually quite easy to get there via a whole bunch of different types of vehicles. Okay, this is back when vehicles are actually fun to get in and fly around with. You had transport hover helicopters. You got those attack hover helicopters that had tons of versatility and movement. You had the walkers to go around. You had the hover tanks. You have regular tanks. You had those really fast dune buggies. You had some... I think there was an AA one. I don't know. But there's one of the walkers there that weren't as powerful as you think. But with some upgrades, I think, actually made them really quite good. So, look at this. Boom. Dead. Yeah, the hover tank was way more powerful. This guy's in the AA. See you later, dummy. But yeah, this one, there's a lot of places. Look at all the anti-tank. Look at all the anti-tank turrets all over the place. One here, that even goes for air too. It does like a little laser shot kind of thing. All over the place, man. There's plenty of opportunities to kill tanks. It's just everything is strategic in the middle. This is supposed to be a hellhole, and it is blocked off by a massive wall. Really fucking great. Let's see if they make it over to the second flag. It looks like he's respawning. Let's see, where's he at here? Okay, there we go. This part was very aggravating to get. This is the other side of the wall. This is at the other silo site. Oh my god. Physical, what's up, dude? Hey, do you have anyone that can do anything about cheaters in Battlefield 5? No, dude, we tried, man. We can't get anybody banned. We tried a whole bunch. We had people following our streams for months on end, dude. So it was yeah, I don't have any power. I don't know anybody out there that can get rid of cheaters and hackers. Sorry, dude. I wish I can help you out. But anyway, it's part of the game, man. It's okay. Here's a Verdun part, more of like an old school church town area, which was really fun to fight. And it wasn't just, you know, you can just waltz in there like you could over there in Panzerstorm, where there's open area and there's no cover. You have a nice tall wall that's where certain tanks can go through, choke points for tanks. You can always set mines and whatnot there. This is really good for cover. Lots of buildings you can stand on. This guy's in a pod right now, which made the game even better when it comes to verticality. Those are the APC tanks that have the pods. Yeah, he's in a pod system right now. Well, actually, no. He's in the front. It has like a little different gun on that. But yeah. Verdun, fucking awesome map and great for Titan mode. I always love capping these different flags here. That wall, man, it's kind of like a Caspian border, which we'll get to here pretty soon. Okay, so that was number 12, Verdun for 2142. Lots of interesting shit. Great for Titan mode. Good flags, good flow, lots of vehicle maneuverability. Okay, next one is Minsk. Minsk was a Russian map for 2142 as well. Again, lots of interesting verticality and really sick-ass buildings. Futuristic buildings. This is one of the maps that they had for the launch trailer, I believe. But yeah, it's fucking great. This is a great map. Again, quite large, full of tanks, full of vehicles. If you're on infantry, it's easy to get around. There's not a whole lot of cover, but if you make your way through the buildings, you can possibly get that. Lots of snipers always used to hang out right there in the middle. That was always a great place to hide out and capture that flag there in the middle. It's good stuff. Pistol, even with recorded clip, you can send all that to EA Help. EA Help has an anti-cheat thing that you can submit. So yeah, just Google that and you'll find it there on EA Help. And you can submit recorded clips, all that stuff. But everyone's on furlough right now, so good luck actually, you know, getting anyone banned at this point, or have any employees to ban anybody else. But yeah, Minsk was also really good infantry focus in the front of the map. I don't know if this guy can show it. There's a lot of these, how do I say, these walkways that are blocked off by head glitch level types of how do you call it, trenches? Yeah, see those trenches that go in? Yeah, lots of sniper nests that go up there all the time. But yeah, that's why it was so hard to actually get these flags. But if you have the right team, you can take care of these tanks pretty well. So yeah, it's kind of littered with all these. Man, that guy got wrecked. So this is like an old school Russian 2142 map. Minsk, dude. It had all the big ass buildings. Oh man, it was great for its time. Really good. Okay, so that was number 13 for 2142. Good flow, man. These are great ass maps. Twitch chat user, what's up, dude? I would really like DICE to do something fully functional like this again. Right? I would think so too. The next one, 14, is Sibir Landing, or I used to call it Cerebral Landing because it just looked like that's what it was called. That's what I thought it was called, Cerebral Landing. It's Sibir Landing. I don't know, but this map was a very competitive map. It was very linear, Conquest Assault type style map, where you would start at the harbor area and work your way up to the church, which also had a town center full of anti-vehicle weaponry just scattered throughout. So it was very hard for walkers to get from the uncap all the way up towards the middle. Pretty much the main goal for the attackers here, I guess the PAC, with the green guys here, PAC, was to actually use this road that goes through the entire map and all the way to the back to capture his main command center, which was full of goodies and a lot of hiding spots. Tons of verticality. There's a massive building up here. Let's see. So yeah, you would take these small cars and you just kind of zoom your way up there if you could. The problem is people caught onto that and would be on one of these turrets and they would just wipe you clean as you come up, or there'll be mines all over this road. I know there's a higher road you can take up to the left here, but it was rough for sure. The Cerebral Landing, really great for infantry and walker moments. Oh my god. So defending the church was pretty paramount.
We lost an outpost.
Making sure they don't sneak their way into the town center so they can overlook the church is something you definitely didn't want the enemies to do. So yeah. Let's see if this guy is picking out his gear here. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this is one like the first flags This is just your job working up the hill. There's plenty of like staircases that you can use to make your way up the hill. But yeah, it had a good flow to it. If you could back cap, man, that's what you needed to do. But these guys are defending this situation here. And look, they're already back capping them. You saw the flag already. The PAC, they already took the church. That means it's bad news for the EU guys. But there's a lot of flanking opportunity, especially in the forest area behind the church. You can go all the way around, put up some beacons, and it was so hard to take the church back simply because of this walled off area. But hey, back then you didn't have the way to climb over. There's no grappling or anything like that to get over these walls. You couldn't just look at it and then, you know, start to, you know, climb your way up these walls. You would think you would. In Battlefield 5, you think, oh yeah, I can climb over that wall easy. I'll just grab it. I'll be good to go. We didn't have any of that in 2142. Nothing. You had to actually walk all the way around. You couldn't blow it up. This ain't no Frostbite engine. So you're just kind of screwed at that point. These guys need a recap or they're going to get capped out. This is one of the Conquest Assault maps in 2142. So yeah, Cerebri Landing, great for competitive play as well. It was really hard to control especially the office ruins down here. But if you had the church with your beacons and held off the walkers, dude, you're gonna murder. You're gonna murder for sure. This is that big building I was talking about with all the commander assets were back there as well. So yeah, these little fucking turrets were everywhere. So you always got to make sure you blow them up or make sure nobody's in it. Man, I know this map by heart. There's actually a medic achievement. I think you had to collect like 20 medical pins. What's up, Beep Boop? We had to collect like 20 medical pins, and it was really hard to like heal people on this map. You literally just had to have your med kit out and start running up to people and healing them so you can get those medical pins, and you need so many in one round. I was just running around like a crazy man, dude, and I finally did it after like 15,000 attempts on this map. There were some 24/7 Cerebri Landing maps out there for RSP back in the day. It was quite easy to find those. And yes, you can go invisible for a few seconds. It was one of the perks that you can have. Man, I forgot a whole bunch of that shit. Oh baby, blowing it. Man, this guy's using the noob assault rifle. I fucking hated this assault rifle because of the amount of recoil and shit. Oh, this is awful. But yeah, that's Cerebri Landing. Fan-fucking-tastic map. Trying to get the church was always trouble city. But yeah, no vaulting. No. All about the flow of the map. All about it. Okay, so that was number 14. Let's have a little recap as people are coming on in here. I'm going over the best Battlefield maps of all time. This is not opinion. This is fact. Okay, this is factual stuff here. Number 10. If you missed the 1 through 10, it's on my YouTube if you want to go check it out. But we're doing 11 through 20 right now. Tunis Harbor for 2142 was one of the first ones we started with today. That was this map here. Next one was Verdun, which is like a World War II style in the future kind of map. Very large, vehicle based, but really fun to capture points in vehicles or getting your squad together of 6 people and going around killing. But yeah, these aren't in any rank or particular order, but Mastur City I covered in the last episode. So yeah, Mastur City for Battlefield 2. Fucking great. It's on my list right there, man. Can you see? MASH Tour. There it is. There you go. MASH Tour City. There you go. Great fucking map, dude. Great fucking map. The next one was Minsk from 2142. Lots of crazy tank battles that go on there, when tanks were actually fun to use. It was a snowy map full of different trench warfare. I guess you could call it futuristic trench warfare. Lots of hills to climb to get up to those really cool looking futuristic buildings. I remember there's a lot of wooded areas as well. Minsk was one of those really unique maps, and it worked great in all Conquest and Titan mode really well. The one that we just finished right now was Cerebri Landing. Very good infantry focused map with some walker action in there. It was a very linear Conquest assault map. It was similar to like a Strike at Karkan, yet it just went straight to the back with the command center with a very giant building in the back. But yeah, the church was always exciting to fight over for sure. Let's see. Yeah, this is the map pretty much. That command center, you got to make sure that was your last ditch effort to make sure you don't get capped out. And again, plenty of flanking routes across the mountains to get that church back. That was one of the main focal points. Once you lost a church, the infantry walking across the street and easy town center, and then you're fucked right after that. So great map for infantry combat. Okay, so the next one is now in Battlefield 3. It is Caspian Border Battlefield 3. We ain't fucking around here. This is the OG Caspian Border. Great fucking map. It didn't have the massive annoying ass Battlefield 4 border wall, which I did not like at all. It ruined the flow for me. But I remember this one has a really tall tower in the middle, which fell at the end of every round or around certain times, and it would actually fall onto one of the, I think it was like one of the border stations there, and it would like completely destroy and kill people that were there. So that big tall red one. In BF4 they kind of replaced it with this tower that's in the center. It was a really large white tower that would replace this one. This was like kind of on top of a hill. In BF4, never liked it. Way better flow in old school Battlefield 3 Caspian Border. What's up, brother Steve? Thanks for the raid, guys. We're talking about maps, man. We're talking about best Battlefield maps. I'm just going through my this is my part 2 of the top 50 best maps. Not my opinion, actual fact knowledge here. I'm going over my top 50 Battlefield maps, a 5-part series. If you missed the first part, it's on my YouTube channel right now. We went over Day Baby. Otto with the hose. Welcome in, guys. We're just talking about some Battlefield maps. So the top 10, these are in no particular order, just probably lumped in with the game. So Damn Man Peak was in BF3, Strike at Karkan, Dalian Plant, Dragon Valley, BF2, Kruber Dam, Wake Island, Battlefield 2. Watch the VOD on that one. I'll tell you why that's way better than what we have now. MASH Tour City from BF2, Sharkey Peninsula, Operation Road Rage, Camp Gibraltar from 2142, Tunis Harbor. This is what we started with today. Verdun for 2142. Oof, great fucking map. Minsk, also large map, great for Titan mode and Conquest. Cerebri Landing was infantry focus, 2142 map. And right now we're in BF3 land with Caspian Border. I think the Battlefield 3 Caspian Border, it just destroys Battlefield 4's Caspian Border. This was less annoying to play, way more fun to actually cap these points. I think the tower in the back made that flag way more interesting than what we had in Battlefield 4. The forest map area, though it was very hard to see people, that may have been a good thing, because if you're spotted there, you're pretty much toast. So it was always fun to make our way down here. And also when the tower falls, right, the Levolution stuff, it actually made attacking this flag a lot easier. And it also made it a lot better to defend. Sometimes you can hide in the tubes that fell down. I don't know if that's later on. Let's check more into the middle. Let's see. I think it fell already. I think it fell. No, it's still up there. A lot of people would snipe from up there as well. They usually get murdered by helicopters and stuff, but yeah, this was the non-border wall Caspian border for BF3. It had the best flow out of all of them. It was a pleasure to play when the game fucking worked, okay? I'm just saying. These are the best maps in the history of the franchise. Yes, I have 50 of them. All right, I only listed 12 on Twitter. All right, so that goes to show Battlefield can make some goddamn good maps. All right. I had some bonus stuff for Battlefield 5, but we'll get to that in the 5th part of the series. So, yeah, Caspian border. Let's see if this stupid thing's gonna fall down. Maybe I can show you guys the Levolution part. Let's see. Oh, the flag's like behind him. Yeah, this is the forest one. Lots of defilade and places to hide to cap the flag. Let's see here. Did it fall? I think something just fell. I don't know what happened. No, it's still up. These noobs. Anyway. People always destroy the goddamn tower first. Uh-oh. Look out. But yeah, Caspian border. Damn good map. One of the best. Battlefield 4's Caspian border can go straight to hell. Okay. The next one is one of your favorites. Freaking Operation Metro. Operation Metro. Yes, the very blue Operation Metro from Battlefield 3. This was pretty much what people are playing with. Operation Underground is based off of this map, actually. The same creators of this one and in Operation Metro 2014 for Battlefield 4. Same idea. But as you can quickly notice, it's quite girthier. There's a lot. It's thick. It's expansive. There's a lot of ways to get up this. Always, I think it was a 3-lane type with the one in the middle, I believe. This hallway, many men died in this grindy ass map. This was the map you needed if you needed to do any assignments when it comes to reviving or healing. This was it, man. Yeah, it's just constant reviving and healing constantly over and over and over again. And but yeah, going for flanks was always the best part, dude. Going for flanks was great. This guy's messing around with the M16 OP ass gun. As you can see, still trying to get past this. It's a never-ending story sometimes. I always like to go towards the center and work my way towards the back. I believe this is Rush. No, it's not. It's Conquest. But yeah, it had a different flow, and of course you just work your way out to the outside. Let's see if this guy actually gets out there. Oh my god. As you can tell, it's very hard to push up. Trying to get to those goddamn outside doors. Yeah, it's very reminiscent of what we're playing now in Operation underground for BF5. Okay, now they finally made it to the outside area with well, way more cooler buildings than what we have now in Operation Underground. You can go into most of those buildings there and shoot from there onto the I guess the square is where the A flag was. Yeah, very French. Yeah, and it went up like 3 or 4 stories sometimes. This is Johnny P's dream map, pretty much. So many opportunities to start knifing people, I'm sure. But yeah, Operation Metro number 16 on my list. There's 50 of these maps, ladies and gentlemen. 50. So yeah, Operation Metro, BF3, BF4, similar. Still pretty good, pretty popular. And even popular in BF5. It's just one of those grindy maps, man. It's just, that's just what people like. And it's a great way to get achievements and show off your clips. And it's just like grind. It's just like the grind game mode. That grind was like, it was invented because of what we see here in Metro. That's where it came from. Okay, the next is your favorite Grand Bazaar from BF3 with the banana hallway and the freeway on the left side, main roads on the right. It was just as I looked forward to this map all the time. When it's like Grand Bazaar, Rush, Conquest, didn't fucking matter, man. We were playing it. It was a fantastic map. It was rough at first because, well, the game was in a terrible state in the beginning for Grand Bazaar, but later on things got better. Hit Reg got better, so it just got crazy, man. It just got nuts. Look at this. Fucking crazy. And if you wanted to go in a tank, I mean, it was very hard for a tank to actually get line of sight through that main hallway or through the banana road. They were always blocked off to the main roads, like where this guy is right now. That's where usually tanks would be, but there weren't like 4 or 5 of them, I'll tell you that much. I think it was just 1 per side, I believe. I maybe 2, like maybe an APC or something. I don't remember. Swindler, man, there's dead games and then there's this game. Rip though. For real, BF4 is the best game ever. Yeah, BF2, BF3, I mean, as you can tell, I haven't named any Battlefield 5 maps at all. And, well, spoiler alert, there are 0 Battlefield 5 maps on my top 50 best Battlefield maps in the whole franchise. It's not on there. Spoiler alert. Though I have some honorable mentions that come from Battlefield 5. But they're game mode specific. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Yeah. Okay, this is Grand Bazaar. That fucking hallway looping around is always fun. Rush was pure cancer. It really was. God, those grenade indicators. I hated them. I hated them. This was before they started doing the triage, I guess you can say, where it kind of had a countdown on each of these revive boys here. So that was before that time. I think that started in BF4, if I'm not mistaken. BF3 greatest all-time clench? Maybe. It's not my favorite. I grew up with BF2, so BF2 is my favorite for sure. No Merida, no Aerodrome. Definitely not Aerodrome. Holy shit. Aerodrome for Outpost, though. We'll talk about that, Brother Steve. We'll talk about it. Okay. So that was number 16. No, number 17. Grand Bazaar. Great fucking map. And every competition match you watched, it was on that one. For sure. Okay. Next one is also a BF3 map. It's No Shark Canals. Nose, Hair, Cankles, Conquest, or TDM, which is one of the most famous TDM maps ever created. The docks, dude, it was nuts, man. That TDM is crazy. This is regular Conquest, no shark canals. This was just a crazy ass map where you start in boats, I believe. And yeah, started on a carrier and you made your way over there. This is BF3 Nose, Hair, Cankles. What most of us called it. But yeah, no shark canals. You get your ass in the boat and back cap the Delta, or you cap the docks, which is where the famous TDM map is located, which is here. Right, crazy. But if you remember, do you guys even remember the whole map? I do. I remember the whole Conquest map. It was actually quite fun. Sometimes the visuals can get a little difficult up on the hills side over there on the, I think by Charlie, which is in the middle. That was a rough one. But it had good flow, good air battles. There's like 2 jets, I believe, though they never really interacted with the ground. Let's see a little bit more of this. Yeah, the train yard. Oh my god. See how the visuals just get... They got a little crazy up there. There's a lot going on. Lots of places to hide. Let's roll in a little bit. Oh yeah, I forgot about this part. Shit. The massive bridge in the back. There's like 2 lower bridges. Oh my god. This is just mayhem sometimes. People sniping from up top or staying under the bridge there. There's another bridge that's further down that you can hide under to cap that flag. That was hard to defend, that one for sure. But the train yard's usually where I would take the car from Echo and bring it over here and start defending this one. But yeah, plenty of cover. Oh, here we go. This guy's blowing it. Oh no. Is he gonna get knifed? No. No Johnny P, this guy. You thought I was playing Battlefield 3? Nah. We're going over best Battlefield maps all time. So yeah, see, if people are taking the cars. What is this? Is this on console? God dang. I wish I was streaming this during this time, dude. God, I was playing the shit out of this game. I really was. This was the best. But yeah, BF3 No Shark Canals was a fantastic map. Okay, next one. You guys probably don't know this one. It's actually a DLC for Battlefield 3. It included a lot of newer weapons, like I think more Chinese weapons came in, and lots of new equipment. It is Azadi Palace for BF3. Do you guys remember this map? This map was full of crazy shit. It could get hairy. Azadi Palace, especially in this area, it was a pain in the ass to cap this map for sure. But there's always places to defend these corners, and lots of places to go in and out of. Azadi Palace was nuts, dude, especially when you got to the palace part. Yeah, I totally forgot about those exploding little propane bottles. One of the issues with this map is it usually ended in a all cap. There's a lot of issues with the all cap for this map, but you know, if you came back, it was always great to finish off. I think this was part of the Aftershock or Aftermath DLC. What was it called? The Earthquake one. Earthquake DLC. I think this was involved in that. It was one of those maps. They're all fantastic. The palace was a camp fest. Yeah. Every flag was a camp fest, but there were so many options. It was actually crazy. And the tanks, usually when they try to capture this flag, the infantry can sneak up on them anytime. And you can hear them quite well, as you can hear right now. Battlefield 3 had great audio. I don't think I've ever complained about audio in BF3. Do you guys remember that? I know in BF1 I started to complain about audio. But it was perfect in BF3. So what the fuck is, right? Here, watch a little bit of this. I'm gonna get some water. But yeah, Azadi Palace, that's the palace area. This DLC gave me the freaking QBZ gun, man. This is the AUG right here, but yeah, the QBZ, I use that fucking gun. Probably one of the worst game modes was actually added. You're absolute. I'm not even playing. You think I'm playing? Hey, no hands here. Hey, that's mean, dude. How about you go away, Brother Steve? Get rid of this guy. That's mean, dude. You want me to go on your stream, call you fat? Get him out of here. You're sorry? Come back. You're on timeout. All right, you're in Twitch. That's mean, dude. God damn. Anyway, I'm not playing. Okay, I'm just showing off some of the best Battlefield maps of all time. Okay, and Azadi Palace is one of those. Lots of crazy verticality. Lots of competition was on this map specifically, and tanks were not cancer. It was kind of crazy unless the guy was really good. But yeah, usually avoid the tank areas, like, which is here. You usually don't want to be in this area. Always take the high ground. Yeah, I remember the fucking APC and tanks would go up top of the palace, man. Hell yeah, turd burglar. Thanks, man. Bogey shot at the fat rounds. I remember. What's up, dude? BF3, yeah, this is throwback. Dude, Azadi Palaces is shit. It was crazy, but like I was saying, there was a really bad game mode that came with this map. Do you guys remember what it was called? It was a brand new type of game mode that was involved in this. Anybody remember the game mode? I think I remember the game mode, what it's called. I think it starts with a C. I could be wrong. Oh, I was close. Okay, I thought it was named a little different, but yeah, you're right. Alex, Scavenger game mode. Oh my god, I hated it. Did anybody like Scavenger game mode? Oh, it was the worst on this map, I think. Oh my god. It was the worst. Did you guys like that? No, it was nuts. It was so dumb. I think most of the things that you found on the ground were like shotguns or something. They're like little areas where you can pick up weapons or scattered around. Oh, it was terrible. Nobody played it after like the first 2 weeks or something. But yeah, Scavenger was no bueno. But again, BF3 had a lot of only in Battlefield moments where you can take vehicles up to places where you shouldn't. But hey, the tools were there, the ramps were there, and that's what made BF3 fun and playable. Just it was a rough start. Okay, it was a really rough start, but over time it got better to play. But this was at the end of its life cycle with this newer DLC, so it was fun playing these new maps for sure. There's a couple other ones I wanted to list from this DLC, but they didn't really make the cut. There's one that's called Monolith or something Marquez Monolith. I never liked that because of the fucking monolith. That humongous like mall skyscraper thing. You remember that? Dude, fuck that map. There's so many camping snipers up there. really turned me off. It had bad map flow too. Nobody would go to other flags unless you were in a tank. That map, I didn't like it that much for that, for BF3. Anyway, okay, last one before we start hopping some Battlefield 5 here. Probably one of your guys' favorites. It's also in BF3. It is Epicenter. Epicenter for BF3. Oh, baby. This is the one with the earthquake that would come in every once in a while. Yeah. Freaking Epicenter, dude. It had a whole bunch of crazy shit going on. Lots of rubble everywhere. But it was just one of the best infantry focused Battlefield maps I think ever, really. And it was one of the most unique things. We never seen anything like this before in the Frostbite engine. This was like groundbreaking shit, okay? But there were some problems with this map when it first came out. There was a lot of bugs that people would abuse in this specific area, and there's a lot of weapons people would abuse. But over time, they buffed them out, and this map ended up getting way better. Bravo. That flag was tough to get. You actually needed tanks to get your ass down there. But yeah, there's some hiding spots in B. That was one of the crazy spots of it. But overall, good flow. This alleyway on the left side was really fun to fight over. But yeah, one of the best infantry, and this was really expansive map. I mean, it went all over the place. Not just here in the center. There's also another town area on the right side of this guy. That was also fun to fight over. Yeah, the D flag. Hey, look at this crazy man. Doing some crazy shit. Hiding on this map was a little cancerous, though, I must say. But the earthquake coming on in was really fun. Kind of changed the dynamic of the map. Oh yeah, oh my god, I remember that. Do you remember taking a car or a vehicle up top of that road there and just kind of camping with it? Dude, that was so hard to get rid of. Very difficult to get rid of those goddamn cars up there. Yeah, just having a vehicle up there was a norm. Yep, that was rough. It was rough. Burn, bitch! One of the shitty parts of BF3 were the call-outs, the automatic ones. So this is the other side. Crossroads area. There's a massive, like, hotel area there that you had to fight over. Again, that's why these are on the best Battlefield maps of all time, because they were unique, fun to play, and just every flag had something different going on. It wasn't just a shack in the middle of grassy area. It wasn't just a barn in the middle of nowhere. You know, that's why Panzerstorm's on my worst list, because that's exactly what it is. There's nothing interesting about it. There's barely any cover. It's flat because tanks can shoot, and it's flat because, I don't know, because planes can go brrrr. Okay, that's pretty much all that is. But yeah, Battlefield could make some good maps, and Epicenter was definitely one of them. All right, guys. So yeah, just a recap for today's list, from number 11 to 20. This is a 5-part series. If you guys missed any of it, I'll put it up on YouTube after the stream. I got part 1 that covered Damavan Peak, Strike at Karkand, Dalian Plant, Dragon Valley from BF2, which was really fucking good. One of the best maps ever. Kubra Dam, Wake Island from BF2, not Wake Island from BF5. Oh, not even close. Mashtour City, BF2, Sharkey Peninsula, Operation Road Rage from Battlefield 2, Camp Gibraltar for 2142, Tunis Harbor, Verdun, Minsk and I call it Cerebral landing for 2142. And then we covered Caspian border. So yeah, here we go. Caspian border here. Operation Metro. Grand Bazaar. No Shark Canals. Both TDM and Conquest are both really fun to play. Azadi Palace from BF3 and Epicenter.